Hello, everybody. I just wanted to welcome you to a brief teaser for OSR's upcoming Meeting of the Minds, which is going to take place on April 15th. During the Meeting of the Minds, more than 140 CSUSB students are going to present their research and scholarly and creative activities. And for me, one of the highlights of this event is going to be a keynote address by my good friend, Dr. Azizi Seixas, who's a researcher at New York University. Azizi's been selected as one of the top 100 Black scientists in America by Cell Press. He's received a number of NIH-funded grants for biomedical and clinical research, and he's an international leader in the space of digital health. Azizi, I'm so happy that you're here with us and for taking the time out of your very busy day to give our campus community a brief sort of overview of who you are and the talk you're going to give in 2 weeks. So first and foremost, I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Thank you so much, Dr. Keating. This is phenomenal. I'm so honored to be invited by you as well as the California State University San Bernardino faculty to be part of this amazing meeting of the minds. I do not think I am worthy to be part of this melding of innovative thinkers, but I am thankful that I will be able to come speak to the faculty and staff as well as students of California State University San Bernardino, especially since the motto is "We define the future." So I'll be talking a little bit as to how people can define the future. And I think there are a few people out there who will be listening who want to define that future. So we'll be talking about innovation and next steps as to cutting edge and emerging technologies in the space of health and wellness.
So you're looking at these big research questions about health and wellness and digital space. What's the origins of this research for you, or how did you get involved with it?
Well, such a great question. Never do I get the opportunity to speak about the genesis of, my career. The reason why I think it's important to share this is because many of the students out there might be looking at me and saying, they may see a little bit of themselves in me. If they are listening right now, I hope that you see just a small bit because you are better than me. You will be better than me. But in many ways, I credit my way in which I view the world on many different things, from family to the very eclectic and very rich academic traditions from all the way from high school to college to grad school, and even in my own work right now at NYU. I also credit my eclectic way of looking at the world and doing research to the people who we want to serve. So when you know that there are some individuals, for no fault of theirs, that disproportionately are burdened by health, then you have to be convicted by that. When you also look at the fact that life expectancy is actually increasing for some groups, but not for others, and we can't figure out why that is the case, then you must feel convicted by that. When you look at the kids who desperately need a brighter future, and if we're not creating a future in which it will be conducive for them flourishing, where they can define the future, then that is also very convicting. And so my eclectic background in philosophy and pre-med and population health and engineering and technology, all put together, presents us an opportunity to create a solution or a set of solutions that will allow us to tackle and meet our most vexing healthcare challenges. And so I truly believe that in order for us to make significant impact on our future, we need our best solutions. And we need solutions that stitch together. We need cross-pollination of ideas. So this is why we can have a historian and a scientist talking about meeting of the minds.
Yeah, these are all great points. And one of the things that I'm so excited about with regards to your presentation for our students, right, is really seeing this intersection of research and real world challenges and how we might tackle and address issues that plague our communities every day and find solutions for them, right? Because at the end of the day, I think that this should be the goal of research.
Absolutely, that's a great point. That's a great point and question. And my hope is that in my presentation, I will provide your audience a bit of a roadmap as to how I went through that process. But at the same time, a pathway only provides data points, meaning it's retrospective. But I also want to provide some ways of looking at things, theories, because theories allow us to meet the future, right? Because the future is unknown. So while data is important to understand pattern recognitions of the past, we need theory, overarching theories. How do we innovate? How do we create a more equitable place and space for all? How do we improve life for all? And so my hope is that in my conversation, because it's not much of a presentation, it's a conversation with the wonderful, wonderful, illustrious faculty at CSU San Bernardino, as well as students, that my hope is that whatever insights I bring will set them on a pathway that will allow them to define their future.
Well, I can't wait. I really can't.
Neither can I.
for you to join us. The only thing that I wish was that it was in person, but part of the digital world that we live in means that we have the ability to bring you in and have the ability for you to share with our faculty and students your own experiences and your research. Azizi, I just wanted to thank you so much for joining us. And for all of you out there watching this, I hope that you will join us on April 15th at noon to hear Dr. Seixas' talk. And if you have any questions for him as you move forward, we're going to have questions and answers at the conclusion of his presentation. So again, I will see all of you at Meeting of the Minds, and I look forward to sharing with you in this keynote event.